Today, I'm gonna be sharing with you guys my story and my journey, how I started trading Forex. That being said, don't waste any time, let's dive right in. Okay, so I'm gonna keep it raw, guys. Make sure you guys watch this video to the very end, and I hope that this video can encourage you with your trading. I hope it can bless you and help you in any way. So let's start off. So basically, going back to, I would say, I can't remember exactly what year, I'll be honest with you guys. About 5.5 years ago, I started dabbling and trading in the markets. But first, I started to look for ways. I've always really liked business. I studied business administration, marketing. I went to uni. I took liberal arts studies, was aiming to go to psychology, kind of follow the footsteps of my cousins. And then after I realized that that wasn't really what I wanted to do, so then I really focused on business. So long story short, I've always loved the whole entrepreneurial journey. I've always been an entrepreneur at heart, and I've always wanted to, I've strived to always build a business and a lifestyle that I could, be able to create an impact, but also be able to bless my family and bless those in need, really. So I was always finding ways. So long story short, a couple years back, started Shopify dropshipping. Unfortunately, that failed. Then I also tried to get into Amazon. That failed. Tried Etsy. That failed. Tried so many different business ventures in my life that, trust me, if you've been through what I've been through, it's hard. It's hard. It makes you feel lonely at times, feeling like giving up, feeling like what's the point of even to keep going. And, me and the wife, we really pushed hard. I'm so thankful that my wife was there right by my side, supporting me every step of the way, motivating me. We'd stay countless nights to like 2, 3 in the morning, just adding in products. And it's not that Shopify dropshipping or Amazon FBA doesn't work. It's just I found that it didn't work for me. Dealing with suppliers overseas was a bit of a headache. And long story short, to each their own. You're gonna find something that works best for you. But I knew that there was a way out. I knew that there was something out there. I just didn't know what it was exactly. I knew that I always wanted to be a YouTuber. That was always something that I had something at heart. I always wanted to do something that would create an impact, that would bless others. And so I knew I was just had to keep going, basically. So I actually do have my other channel that I originally started. It reached about 1,000 subscribers. That was the one that we started with the Shopify business. Started our own store, our own business. I even still have some of the merch that we started from our store, and it was going great up until the fact that the suppliers stopped responding, and then our business basically at that point started facing some difficulties on the front end where we had to respond to our clients, right? We weren't able to get shipping on time. We were starting to get a couple complaints, and obviously that's something that I didn't want to be dealing with, and it was just really stressful. Long story short, it wasn't profitable as well with all the ads, Facebook ads, Google ads, and all that type of stuff. Fast forward a couple years, I actually got a friend reach out and say, hey, you gotta come to this event. It was kind of like an iMarkets Live, so a multi-level marketing company called Kuvera. They're from, I believe, what was it called? Utah in the States. And they actually reached out. They were kind of spreading out. They had a huge networking event. And I said, yeah, sure, let's try it out. Let's check it out. Had no idea what Bitcoin was, had no idea what trading was, had no idea. Technically, I knew how to invest. I knew kind of like, hey, I should invest in real estate, should invest in mutual funds, portfolio, build myself up, save a lot of money, etc., all that type of stuff. But I didn't know what trading in itself was. Like, I didn't know how to trade myself. So, I kind of got brought in, and I thought, like, man, this is really cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can kind of like trade from your phone and do this and make money and follow the experts and all this type of stuff. Fast forward a year, I did actually start doing it, but then I realized, I was like, you know what? I'm tired of trying to recruit other people to do this, because not everyone has that same mindset. Not everyone has that entrepreneurial mindset to actually invest. Some people are more afraid, right? Some people, their risk tolerance isn't as high, you know what I mean? So that was something that I realized, and I was like, man, I can't always be trying to teach other people how to think, their mentality, because maybe they're not at that frequency level, you know what I mean? Maybe they're not in that same mindset, you know what I mean? So I figured, you know what, having to recruit other people, right, to just follow the experts, it just wasn't for everyone, right? Some people would just like be into it, and then they would fall off and give up, right? They weren't consistent. And guys, this is really important when it comes to your trading, when it comes to anything in life, is being consistent. If you stop being consistent, guys, then you're not gonna see the results you're hoping for, right? I can tell you that. I'm telling you, if you really want to be successful at whatever it is you do, regardless if it's trading or not, I want you to know that you have to be consistent, because consistency is what's going to get you the results you desire. I'll give you an example right now, right off the bat. Take a look at my YouTube channel. We're almost at 4,000 subscribers. It's such a blessing, guys. Such a blessing to be at 4,000 subscribers. I would have never in my right mind thought that I'd have you guys and have this amazing, beautiful community that we have, and it's come a long way. But what was it? I tried for years and years, like I said, to actually try and get to that point, and I didn't see the results right away. way. And so I gave up, right? And so I found myself always like, yeah, I want to do YouTube. Yeah, I want to be able to do it. But I just didn't know what I wanted, right? I didn't know or was consistent in what I was doing. Even if, let's say, Shopify wasn't going well, I still wasn't consistent on my YouTube journey sharing it, right? So one piece of advice I could give you guys, when you feel like giving up, when you feel like, man, I'm not seeing the results in this, try not to jump from one thing to the other. Focus on one thing, hunker down, trust me, you'll see the results. And that's what I did. Last August, we actually went to Mexico. We got back from Mexico 2 weeks ago, but last August, just not too long ago, but like 10 months ago, 9 months ago, crazy how time flies, but 9-10 months ago, we went to Mexico and I made a decision. I told myself, whatever happens, I'm gonna focus on my YouTube channel. I really wanna share my journey when it comes to trading. And I actually bumped into my friend Andres Martinez, shout out to my friend. He really encouraged me to, put everything in God's hands, but also to implement, to take action, right? And that's what I did. And fast forward since August, guys, I had literally 180 subscribers on my new channel, which was this one, that Pedro FX. And I had 180 subscribers again. I had 180 because I started and then I gave up. But this is where the difference came in. And I really implemented that same discipline that I used that helped me lose my weight. So that's another video. I'm gonna explain to you guys how I lost over 50 pounds. That's another video for another day. But I used that same discipline and implemented it on my YouTube channel and obviously with my trading. But fast forward, like I said, fast forward now 9 months and we're already at almost 4,000 subscribers. So that's just an example. And this is a real live example as how you can see that if you are disciplined, you will get the results you desire. Long story short, going back to the story, basically I knew that I didn't want to be recruiting people forever, okay? And this is my story, guys. This is how it all started, right? So I was like, where are these experts? Like, I want to be able to learn how to trade also. I want to be able to be like those experts and actually be able to predict how the market moves, right? And so this is where I invested in Bitcoin. Actually, in fact, by the time when I knew about Bitcoin, being recruited from this company, this IML type of company called Kuvera, I decided to actually, me and the wife decided, and I told the wife, I was like, babe, you know what? I don't understand this fully, but I can tell you that this has a lot of potential. This actually peaked at, this Bitcoin thing peaked at 20,000, and I feel like it's going into, and I started studying more and more and more. It's like, this thing has peaked at 20,000, and right now it's $3,000. You should invest in this. Long story short, the wife thought, at first she's like, are you sure? And I said, yeah, like I know it sounded crazy. And long story short, she trusted me, she believed in me, and we invested, guys. Long story short, fast forward a year, I think it was a year, 2 years after, no, it was a year, excuse me. And our portfolio went from over, we had originally totally invested with everything because we also invested in Ethereum, a couple other coins as well, like Neo. Portfolio went all the way up to 115,000, guys, US. That's a huge deal, Canadian dollars. And so we were able to, experience that, and it was like an eye-opener. That to me was like, whoa, like there's a lot of money to be made in these markets, right? And so this is where I started to learn the fundamentals, also the technicals. And I was like, you know what? I don't know how these experts do it, but all I know is I want to learn this language. Whatever this language is, I know that one day I'm going to understand it. And that's really what I did, guys. I put away all my distractions while my friends were going out, while my friends were partying, while my friends were doing all their things, doing whatever they wanted. I was hunkering down with me and the wife and studying, right? And so be consistent, guys. Keep going. Don't give up. My best advice is, trust me, it's worth it. It's worth the journey, and I still have so much more to get ahead. That's why I always tell you guys, I'm not telling you guys I know it all, but I can tell you that this journey when it comes to trading, it's all about really being passionate about it, seeing the larger vision, seeing the bigger vision, and actually being consistent, because that's what's going to help you get to that point, and always putting everything in God's hands and trusting that it's going to work out. So anyways, fast forward 5.5 years now, I finally have been able to, one day it just all clicked in, guys. But I went through everything, the systems, like, software systems, bots, indicators, right? All this type of stuff. All I can tell you guys is just focus on price action, focus on market structure, guys. And if you haven't watched my other videos, guys, go and watch out my other videos. I'm telling you guys, it'll help you one way or another. And that's really what I focused on. I studied, I spent thousands of dollars in courses, and I didn't give up. And I wasn't afraid to spend that kind of money because I knew that eventually, once I would understand the skill set, one day it would pay off. And I know that this could also pay off for you one day too. So I want you to know, don't be discouraged. If you feel tired of, seeing the same results, or maybe you've just been blowing your account back to back, I want you to know that I've been there, trust me. And it's the worst feeling, especially knowing that you're literally trying to control your emotions and saying like, what am I doing? Like, I've literally just like blew another $2,000 account. Like, this is hard-earned money and it hurts. You know what I mean? I was there and I've been there before. And I want you to know that you're not alone, but to instead of giving up and cooling off, which is what most traders do, I decided to get back up and still, keep going, right? And to get to the point where I am today, it took a lot. It took a lot of sleepless nights. It took a lot of studying. And in fact, I have my book over here. I'll show you guys. It's always important to take notes too as well. This is something really, really important. I always say it in my live streams, guys. A lot of people, they say that, you know, they see all this type of stuff, but I'm telling you guys, take a look at this. These are all notes that I did when I originally started trading, guys. But you guys can see all the patterns, guys, right? All this, and this is back to back, right? Look at this, back to back, guys, back to back. And this is the second page. Look at this. All my notes that I took in, and you know, some of you might say, well, you know what, Pedro, like, what's the point of writing it down? What's the point of, you know, if you could just go to like babypips.com and you know, all the descriptions are there. The reason why I wrote this down, guys, is because this is gold. When you write this down, this gets drilled in your head. Right? The more your mindset, guys, you gotta build your mindset, right? You gotta, like, this is all memory, right? This sticks in your head, right? Look at this, guys, page by page. This is all notes that I did on my own, right? When I was first starting to learn. Look at this, page after page. So, and look, it keeps going. It keeps going, guys. It keeps going. Look, this is the current page here. More pages and pages and pages explaining everything, right? I took notes, guys. I took action. So all I want you to know, guys, is that you're not alone. Okay, you will get there, right? But you have to have the right mindset to get there. You have to have the willingness to put in the work, you know, and as long as you persevere and you're pushing every day, you're showing up every morning, you're putting aside distractions, you're not focusing on the instant gratification, which a lot of traders do, a lot of people do. Trust me, guys, you will see the results you desire. And yeah, long story short, like I said, I started into cryptocurrency, like I said, 5.5 years ago, and I shifted over about 3 years ago. I started doing Forex, and I found that Forex was a little bit more better, not as volatile, and that's really what I started to enjoy. And I was like, you know what, this is nice. But you know, the learning aspect, everyone goes through it, guys. You know, the losses, the wins, the emotions. As long as you stick through it, guys, you will eventually see the results. And so let me know in the comments below, guys, what is your biggest struggle as a trader? If this video encouraged you in any way or blessed you in any way, guys, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you, and I respond to every single comment, guys. And I hope you guys have a blessed week, and I look forward to connecting with each and every one of you guys. God bless you guys, and I'll see you guys until my next video. Bye for now.